I know that they say when you get a prison sentence, if they say 18 years, it might be like 2 years. I mean, like maybe like 10 years, because there's a way they count calendar in prison different from what we use in the free world. You understand? But riddle me this: how did 16 years become 2 years? Or I mean, 2 years? Yes, it's not even 2 years, because it was the 14th of July 2022 when Nigerian actor, producer Omiyinka Olanrewaju James, popularly referred to as Baba Ijesha, got sentenced to multiple years in prison, having been found guilty of 4-count charges, right? Totally 16 years if you like add all of it together: child endangerment, abuse, defilement, and all of those plenty things that they accused him of. He was actually tried on 6 counts. He was free of 2, found guilty of 4, and sentenced to 16 years back in 2022. But is Baba Ijesha free now? Because there has been videos circulating of this man with the Oni of Ife. And a lot of persons are also staining on his white, saying, why would you always find the Oni where there is controversy, or where there is something that people think should be beneath him? Why do we find him there? That's a question some persons are also asking. Because this video showed the Oni of Ife blessing Olanrewaju James, blessing Baba Ijesha, praying for him and saying, oh, all the things you've lost, you would get them back. You are a new person now, and all of those things, all indicating that, oh, he's out of jail. And a lot of persons said he went to visit the Oni of Ife because this man, excuse me, because the Oni of Ife was responsible for getting him out of jail this soon. So it's a lot of mixed reactions with people. Some persons saying, why must you tamper with justice in this manner? Before he was sentenced, while it was between 2021 and 2022, while his case was ongoing, lots of persons had things to say, because some of his colleagues came out to support him blatantly, to say that because he's in the industry, or because he's a man, and because it's not something new, like he's not the first person to even be on record to have defiled a minor, why would his own case be the one we want to use to show other people a lesson? Why not free Baba Ijesha? And Princess the comedian, who is the person whose word was actually, the victim in Baba Ijesha's case, did not take it lightly, including Iyabo Ojo, who has always been vocal about always wanting females to succeed. Basically, she does not want to hear anything wrong with a girl child, especially because of the things she's experienced. She even has a foundation, the Peak Foundation. We are not talking about Iyabo Ojo in this video. We are talking about Princess, and we are talking about Baba Ijesha and his release. Now, there have been other videos going round, right? And I would like for us to actually look at these things very logically, right? Because prior to Baba Ijesha's sentencing, Princess the comedian came out and dragged Mama Rainbow by her grey hair, calling her a very bad mother, an insensitive person who is just here for her own gain. Because when Iya Rainbow's child lost his Instagram account, Iya Rainbow came out to ask people to help, to follow his new what's going on here? I will talk about Baba Ijesha if you like it or not. Anyways, Iya Rainbow came, and that was because that's her son and just an Instagram page. See how she defended him. But because Princess, is not Iya Rainbow's child, even though they have a good relationship, Iya Rainbow would never rate her that way. That is why Iya Rainbow would call her to instruct her to let go of Baba Ijesha, right? Because a lot of persons are saying it was Mama Rainbow that spoke with the Oni of Ife on behalf of Baba Ijesha for them to release him from jail. A lot of persons are saying it doesn't just happen that way. The judicial system in Nigeria has not gotten that bad just yet. It's bad, we know, but it's not as terrible as they are portraying it, because there is a lot of process and step to get somebody out of jail. We also don't do parole in Nigeria. So they can't say that, oh, maybe he's out on parole. And there is no record anywhere that, oh, he went to a higher court and they've overturned his judgment. That did not happen. So how are you suddenly out of jail on the instruction of the Ooni of Ife because another artist, Iya Rainbow, went to beg on your behalf? And you've just done 2 years. Because Shimebegbe finished his sentencing. We've had some other Nigerian celebrities that have been sentenced in a Nigerian court and they finished. I mean, some did not finish, but most finished their sentencing. People that came out on bail. Not because, I mean, he didn't even get presidential pardon or anything like that. The Ooni of Ife facilitated him getting out. It's enough for anybody to be pissed. Which is why videos have been going around of Princess, you know, swearing for Iya Rainbow again, being pissed, like, why would you do such? When he had, because previous, like I was saying, she had lambasted Mama Rainbow for calling her to say she should let go of Baba Ijesha's case. And she was like, I wouldn't do such a thing. Because Iya Rainbow came online then to say that, oh, she tried to reach Princess, but Princess ignored her and all of those things. She now said, no, you called me once, instructed me, and I asked you, did this man tell you what he did? You said no, and I explained to you what he did, and you were scared. You said, oh, this is inhumane. Nobody should do that to another human being. And you said, give me your house address. You want to come and visit me. I sent my house address. You didn't call back. You didn't visit. You didn't say anything again. And now you've gone to the world to say you called me 4 times, and I did not heed your call. That was when she dragged Iya Rainbow then. So this video that is now trending of Princess dragging Iya Rainbow again, I'm not very certain if it's a doctored video of the old one that is recirculating again, right? Or if it's Princess actually reacting to news of Olarewaju James being released from prison. Somebody who was vocal then that I mentioned just now, Iyabo Ojo, has also not said anything, because I imagine that if you should get released, she might say something to that effect. Some persons are saying, oh, Iyabo Ojo is coming. She's still going to say something, but we've not heard from her, which makes it seem a little bit somehow. We're not very sure of what is going on. That's why I said I want us to look at this thing very logically, and I want us to talk about it, right? Is this something that happens, or is it that his jail term is over? The 16 years has been compressed to 2 years. Maybe it's 8 years per year in the judicial system. Maybe that is how they calculate it. You're running 8 years in 1 year. Right? Because I know that they said it's like maybe half of the sentencing you will do if they count it with how they count, you know, the years and the days in jail. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know anybody who has been there personally. But if you do, you can let me know in the comment section, because I remember that was also on the internet then, especially when it was newly sentenced. Or maybe he went to her, because I know that he wanted to appeal then, but he wasn't granted bail. So I would like to, maybe is he out on bail? Is it the Ooni of Ife that did this? Is Princess really angry? Because Yomi Fabiyi has also started talking about it. He has started coming for Iyabo Ojo. Maybe that's what is going to make Iyabo Ojo come out and explain. Because you know, you don't call her name and expect her not to, and maybe she's a changed person, because she said she wants to turn a new leaf. Because Yomi Fabiyi is also the person that came out unprompted to say that himself and Iyabo Ojo have resolved whatever issues they had following the old Baba Ijesha. You know, they had a lot of back and forth after his arrest, his trial, and his arraignment before his eventual sentencing. And Yomi Fabiyi, one of the persons that was vocal about wanting Baba Ijesha out of jail, saying that he wasn't doing it because he felt like Baba Ijesha was innocent, but because he is a human rights. What did he even call himself? Not an activist now. There was a term he called himself, and he registered an NGO, an organization, saying that is what he's doing in his organization, and that is why he does not want Baba Ijesha in jail. And he's back now talking about it. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's help ourselves in the comment section, because maybe after this video, maybe after I put this video out, maybe that is when we are going to have more information concerning Baba Ijesha's case. Maybe he's out indeed, or maybe he's in jail, and the video we are seeing is even an old video. That is the video of the Ooni and himself. But the Ooni cannot be saying everything you've lost, you're going to regain, you're going to get it back in multiple folds. If it's not, I mean, do you understand? Because that video, that was it. That was what was happening. It was kneeling in front of the Ooni. Ooni was standing. His entourage was with him. Yeah, Baba Ijesha also had his person. Johnny was praying for him in the traditional way, you know. He's an Oba. He was praying for him in the name of the gods and all of those things. And I don't know. He was speaking in Yoruba though. So I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section. If you have more information about it, please enlighten us. You know, we are here to let you know what's going on across the globe. So that is what we are doing here. Do you understand? But if this information is not as accurate as it should be, you can let us know in the comment section. We're waiting for, but let us make it respectful, guys. Please, I beg. Tifo, thank you very much. Thank you. Anyways, I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs. Even if you, guy, just like it already and subscribe and share. Thank you so much for doing that. I will see you in the next one. Bye.